Hi, all, and welcome to Math 140 for the summer of 2026. My name is Dr. Melissa Stoner, and we'll be together for the next 5 weeks working our way through algebra, college algebra, and trigonometry. And so, since we are primarily online, I wanted to take it a minute or two and kind of walk you around the webpage so that you can kind of see where everything is. So, without further ado, this very first page, you actually found this video by coming to that welcome, get started, welcome video, start here. It's not there now because I'm recording it, but it will be there, and that's how you got to me. On your left, you'll see over here, you've got this is kind of like your side menu. So assignments is your links to all your homework. Grades is where your grades will be posted. Pages, files, quizzes, all that stuff is a different way to get to everything that's on the main page. Modules will bring you right back to the home page. And then you've got SU course policies and resources, and then your vital source course materials, okay? Now, everything should be right here in the middle for you. So we've already talked about that first one. So getting started right here with your important information. This is an important one for you to read and click through. I'm not going to read everything here. I just want to kind of show you what's in here. This is your introduction to the course. So this tells you all of the important things about how you're going to work your way through material and when our exams are. As you can see, our exams are going to be on Tuesdays. They are 1-hour exams via Zoom. Okay, so I proctor them via Zoom. And then your final exam, which is 2.5 hours on Friday, July 10th. Okay. And then some other things that you can kind of talk and look at here. Click my next button into the next page. Again, reiterating, here are your exam time slots. And this is the first thing I need you to do for me. So it says, please email me your availability on the Tuesdays and Friday. Okay, so there are 14 of you at the class at the moment. And so I would like to coordinate as many of you taking the exam at the same time as possible. So if you can let me know when you're available on Tuesdays, try to give me windows of time, not just like, hey, here's the 1 hour I'm available, so that you can take your exam at that time. And then once I kind of have everybody's schedule, I can kind of pick the best couple of time slots and you'll have some choices to make at that point. Same thing for Friday, July 10th. Just remember that you're looking at 2.5 hours for that final exam. Moving right along, this is your course policies and syllabus. So this tells you everything you need. Some Zoom links if we want to do office hours. If you have questions that are not answered by what I posted in materials, go ahead and email me and we'll set up a time to Zoom and we can use that Zoom link right there. All the traditional syllabus items are in here, including a breakdown of how your course grade will be calculated and a way that the course structure is given. Now, that note in blue there, I don't always update your total grade because we're online. Most likely your grade online is accurate, okay? I won't promise it, but for the most part, they are pretty accurate because all of our assignments are online. Again, there's your list of exams. We do take 4 of them and then your final exam. There in yellow, you'll see the note that you have to earn at least a 60% on your final exam to earn whatever grade you've got. So even if you're coming in with an 82 and you score a 52 on the final, that's an automatic D for me. You got to pass that final because I'm saying you're ready for calculus when I pass you in this course. And then the rest of this is kind of university and school resources, things that are important for you. I'm going to click on the home button, go back to our main page. So that is this second module right here. Kind of click through. Please go through and read it, especially those first few. Okay. Below that is all the things that are super important to get you started. The next thing you're going to click on is your class notes. This is your note packet for the entire course. It is 159 pages, right? But it does take you through all of our modules. There are 26 modules, 27, I guess, with 0. And each one of these is made up of a lecture, some guided practice problems, and then some practice problems. And the way that this works is that typically I have a video for the lecture, a video for the guided practice, and then some tips and tricks and solutions to your practice problems, okay, for each one of those. You're going to want to either, sorry about that. You're going to want to either be loading that into an iPad that you can write on to put your solutions in there, or you're going to want to print that out and do it by hand. Okay, I highly suggest, even if you print it double-sided, but writing down and filling in, I'm going to walk you through filling in all those notes. So you want to be able to do that with me to get the most out of it. Next, what's super important is your calendar of due dates. So here is our calendar of due dates. You can see that Wednesday, the 3rd, is our first day of class. And besides the fourth, we're looking at one module per day. Okay. So your goal is to make it through one set of lecture, guided practice, practice problems, homework, maybe a quiz. Okay. On each day. That's your goal. If you get behind, you can catch up whenever you like, but this is just a suggested schedule. Okay. Now, there are some due dates. You'll see homework 1, 2, and 3 are due the 10th. So you got about a week to get through the first handful of modules. Then the 15th is our next big due date, right? You've got 2 quizzes due and your homeworks. Quizzes are taken online. You're going to print it out or write down your solution, take a picture of it, upload it back to My Classes. June 16th, and there's our exam dates on Tuesdays. Starting on the 16th, we're having an exam each of those days. Okay, and you can see there's other homework deadlines there. Getting into July, we've got a couple of days there as well. Quiz 6, 7, and 8 there for you. Okay, so that's a suggested schedule, and that includes all your deadlines. All right, now those homework assignments, you know how to get to your class packets. You'll see right here all of your modules. So in each one of those is your videos that you're looking for. And then you will have homework assignments. So within each module, let's look at this one. You've got a module 1 PDF that is just the document, just the section on module number 1. So you could also go module by module if you like. Those are not as updated as the class packet. You want the big class packet up above. But if you click on lecture 1, that is going to give you the video for the lecture. You're going to follow the lecture, play that, follow along, fill it in, go to your guided practice. Same thing here. And then here are your solutions to the practice problems. Ideally, you're trying those practice problems on your own and checking in with my solutions. After that is your homework. Now you'll notice I'm recording this prior to class start, so you can't get in here yet, but you can get in once class opens, and you'll click on it. Now, if you do not have a Cengage account on WebAssign, you may have to create one, but you'll follow all those prompts to be able to get into the homework assignment here. Okay, you'll see they're right there, and you can see that that one is due Wednesday, June 10th. Okay, some modules, in addition to that, have a quiz attached to it. So you'll see there's quiz 1 is with module number 2, and that's on simplifying expressions, and it's due June 15th. Okay, you can do it anytime before that. But again, when you open this, you're going to see that there's a 30-minute time limit and that it's due in 14 days, and you're going to hit the begin button. And then you're right here where it says that file, that's the file that includes your quiz. So you're going to open that, complete the problems, and then upload your solution. So you're going to, where it says drag and drop or here or browse, hit your browse button, upload your picture. Okay. All right, let me get out of here. How do I get out of here? Return is probably the button I want. Sure is. Back to my home screen. And each module is like that, right? So you're working through. When you get close to an exam, okay, so we go through 7 modules, and then here's your exam prep. So here's a practice exam that has lots of questions related to the first 7 modules, okay? And the solutions to that is right below it. So you can go in and try those practice problems to get yourself ready for that exam. And then right below it, there is the solutions. Okay. So that is for June 16th. Then you'll keep going. Module number 8, 9, 10, repeat the process. So down to module 12, and then you've got exam 2 prep. And then you've got 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then you've got exam 3. Then 18, 19, 20, 21 is for exam 4, and then your last few modules will be on the final only. Okay. Same thing, you've got some final exam prep. I just have it split into things I typed and things I drew, since we did a lot of graphing in that second half of the course. Okay. So that is pretty much everything that you need to know. All your videos are here. All your notes are here. There's a way to get in contact with me if you need some help. There's ways to study for the exam. But otherwise, you are working through this on your own in that time frame. So if you have any questions, first point of contact is to email me about your exam time slots. Okay, when are you available to take exams on Tuesdays and Friday, July 10th? After that, if you need anything, I'm here via email, or you'll hear from me back about exam times and when we're going to start those things. All right, hope you guys have a good time. Bye.